Hey, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Today, for whatever reason, bro, I don't know why, I'm just not feeling it, bro. I'm just not feeling making a video. I don't know what it is. I feel very unmotivational right now. Yeah, I don't know what it is, bro. I don't understand why I feel so unmotivational, but, still gonna make this video today. I'm not sure what this feeling is coming from, for whatever reason, but I'm not gonna let it stop me. I think I'm in the right mindset to make my recap right now. I want that to be something I like. It would be a good video. So, we're just gonna get right into chapter 21 today. I really appreciate you for watching this. Yeah, without further ado, let's get right to it. Chapter 21. The birth of Isaac. The Lord visited Sarah as he had said, and the Lord did to Sarah as he had promised. Sarah conceived here, and Abraham a son with his old age at the time in which God had spoken to him. Abraham called the name of his son who was born to him, whom Sarah bore him, Isaac. Abraham circumcised his son Isaac when he was 8 days old, as God had commanded him. Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born to him. And Sarah said, God has made laughter for me. Everyone who hears shall laugh over me. She said, who would have said to Abraham that Sarah would nurse children? Yet I have borne him a son in his old age. And the child grew and was weary. And Abraham made a great feast on the day that Isaac was weaned. But Sarah saw the son of Hagar the Egyptian, whom she had born to Abraham, laughing. So she said to Abraham, cast out the slave woman with her son, for the son of the slave woman shall not be the heir with my son Isaac. And the thing was very displeasing to Abraham on account of his son. But God said to Abraham, be not displeased because of the boy and because of your slave woman. Whatever Sarah says to you, do as she tells you, for through Isaac shall your offspring be named. And I'll make a nation of the son of the slave woman also, because she is your offspring. So Abraham rose early in the morning and took bread and a skin of water, and gave it to Hagar, putting it on her shoulder, along with the child, and sent her away. She departed and wandered into the wilderness of Beersheba. When the water in the skin was gone, she put the child under one of the bushes, and then she went down to the opposite side, down opposite him a good way off, about the distance of a bow shot, for she said, let me not look on the death of the child. As she sat opposite him, she lifted up her voice and wept, and God heard the voice of the boy. And the angel of God called to Hagar from heaven and said to her, what troubles you, Hagar? Fear not, for God has heard the voice of the boy where he is. Up, lift the boy, and hold him fast with your hand, for I will make him into a great nation. And God opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water. She went and filled the skin with water and gave the boy to drink. And God was with the boy as he grew up, and he grew up. He lived in the wilderness and became an expert with the bow. He lived in the wilderness of Paran, and his mother took a wife for him in the land of Egypt. Treaty with Abimelech. At the time, Abimelech and Phicol, the commander of his army, said to Abraham, God is with you in all that you do. Now therefore swear to me here by God, you will not deal falsely with me or my descendants or with my posterity, but as I have dealt kindly with you, so you will deal with me in the land where you have sojourned. And Abraham said, I will swear. When Abraham reproved Elimelech about a well of water that Elimelech's servants had seized, Elimelech said, I do not know who has done this thing. You did not tell me. I have not heard of it until today. So Abraham took sheep and oxen and gave them to Elimelech, and the two men made a covenant. Abraham set 7 ewe lambs at the flock apart, and Elimelech said to Abraham, what is the meaning of these 7 ewe lambs that you have set apart? He said, take these these 7 ewe lambs that you will take from my hand, that this may be a witness for me that I dug this well. Therefore that place was called Beersheba, because they're both of them swore an oath. So they made a covenant at Beersheba. Wait, hold on, let me check something real quick. Is this the same well as before? Hold on. I'm just checking real quick. Yeah, I think it might be. Because, yeah, it says back here, and she departed and wandered in the wilderness of Beersheba when the water is... Yeah, so I think this might be the same well. Then Elimelech called the commander of his army, rose up, and returned to the land of the Philistines. Abraham planted a tamar tree in Beersheba and called there on the name of the Lord, the everlasting God. And Abraham sojourned many days in the land of the Philistines. So, yeah, basically they just came to an agreement there. Swore oath, made a covenant at Beersheba. Pretty sure it's a covenant towards God. So yeah, that's about it for the chapter today. But basically, to kind of just talk about everything. Hagar and Ishmael get sent out because, Sarah wasn't, wanting them to be there, and, God protects them. And eventually since he's Abraham's offspring, he's destined, he's blessed. So, God is not, is going to show him favor. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I think I'm probably going to just make the chapter 20 recap right now. I might as well. I can't be lazy. But I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.